Assalamu alaikum children, and welcome to another episode of the Butterfly Corner on Hilaal TV. My name is Samira and I'll be keeping you company every day. This is our special time where we get to learn the fun way. We read stories, we watch cartoons, and we learn about everything around us. Let's learn about Islam and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let's dream about Jannah and find ways to make Allah happy. Today, children, we have a little guest in studio. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And what's your name?
Muaz.
Muaz, how old are you?
7.
7, mashallah. And Muaz, which school do you go to? Which school do you go to? Did you forget your school's name?
Yeah.
Oh no, I hope your teachers are not watching. You're going to have homework today to go find out your school's name, okay?
Yeah.
Insha'Allah. And Muaz, tell me, did you have a long drive coming here?
Yeah.
It was a long drive. Children, if you'd like to be in studio too, maybe it will be a long drive or maybe a really short one. It depends where in the world you're watching from. If you'd like to be in studio, all you have to do is pop us a message. Do you remember the number? Let's say it together. 065 863 1440. Children, if you'd like to be in studio, you just have to ask Mum or Dad to send a message, or you can send us a voice note too. Now, if you'd like to be like little Muaz, we can have you doing arts and crafts, or reading us a story, or teaching us how to make something, or even how to do something, alhamdulillah. Now, Muaz, what's your favorite thing to do? What are your hobbies?
Horse ride.
Horse riding. Wow, mashallah. Do you have a horse?
Yeah.
What's your horse's name?
Angel.
Angel, mashallah. And do you ride Angel a lot?
No.
No, not that often. Why is your day really, really busy? Children, what are your hobbies? I'd love to hear from you. Now, Muaz, I know today you want to teach us how to make something. What will you be making with us today?
A boat.
A boat, wow. Our little boat is going to take us all over the world. Children, have you been on a real boat? Have you been on a ship? If you have, tell us all about it. I can't wait to hear from you. Muaz, have you been on a boat before?
Yeah.
You have. When was this?
When we went jet skiing.
When you went jet skiing. And did you have a lot of fun?
Yes.
What was the best part about it?
Going on the boat.
Going on the boat, mashallah. Now, to make our little boats today, what do we need?
Paper.
Paper and what else?
Colors.
Paper and colors. Children, do you have paper and colors at home? Remember, you can use any sorts of paper. You can use colored paper, you can use scrap paper, you can use old newspaper, and you can even use cardboard. To make your little boats, you can make them any color you like. Will you be painting them, drawing on them, putting glitter on them, or stickers on them? Muaz, what are we going to use? What are we going to use? Are we going to use colors and crayons?
Yeah.
Insha'Allah. So what's the first step? What's the first thing we need to do to make our boats? What do we need to make? What shape do we need to make? We need to make a square, isn't it? So let me help you with that. Children, to make our square, you can take any piece of paper and cut it into the shape of a square. If it's the shape of a square, we'll be able to fold it easily, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, Muaz and I are going to make the little square. Now, I'm going to cut it out for you and then you're going to show us how to do it. How's that? Okay. The first thing we're going to do is take it from one corner to the other and press it down. That made a triangle. But look, children, I have a little flap. Now, if I cut the little flap off, it's going to make a square. Watch this. By tearing it, or cutting it. Look, it's magic. We made a square. Alhamdulillah. Can you show me what's the next step? What are we doing? We're folding it in half. Look, children, Muaz is taking our square and he's folding it in half. What shape did we make now? What shape is this, children? Do you know at home? Muaz, what shape is this? A rectangle, mashallah. What's the next thing? What's the next thing we're going to do? We fold it in
half.
In half again, mashallah. And then what's the next thing we're going to do? Let's lift up the corner. And what are we going to do with it?
Fold it.
Fold it again in half. And press it down flat. Don't worry, children. If we're moving too quickly, we'll make another one in a few moments. And you made another side of the triangle, mashallah. What are we doing next? We're opening it up. There we go. And then what are we doing? Are we pressing it down?
Yeah.
And then what do we do? You have to lift it up, my baby. What are we going to do next? We're going to
Pull it.
Okay, but can you lean it on the table for me and pull it up? There we go. Let's pull it up nicely. There we go. And then we're going to fold it down, and that makes our
Boat.
That makes our little boat. Children, do you remember how to make the boat? I think we should make another one. But Muaz, we didn't get to color in this one. So can I leave this one for you to color in while the butterflies and I make another one?
Yeah.
Okay, inshallah. Come on, children. Let's do it again together. You carry on coloring in this one, and I'm going to start with another one. Children, what was the first step? Do you remember? That's right. We're going to cut our rectangular piece of paper into a square. By doing that, we folded one side to the other to make a triangle, and we cut off this extra piece. We're going to do that by folding it and tearing it or cutting it with a scissor. And just like that, we made a square. Alhamdulillah. The next thing we're going to do now is to take our square and fold it in half to make a rectangle. Let's do that together. We take our square and fold it in half, and that will make a rectangle. I think at this point we should color it in. Muaz, do you think we should color it in?
Yeah.
I think so too. I'm going to color my boat in blue. Children, what color are you going to color your boat in? Don't forget to send me a picture. I can't wait to see yours. Let's color in our rectangle. Muaz, do you remember every time we do an art activity or anything, we have to take the name of Allah?
Yeah.
So let's start by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good boy, mashallah. Now, while I'm coloring in, children, and while you're coloring in at home, don't forget to make the dhikr of Allah. Today, let's start with Subhanallah. 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 Remember, children, by coloring in and taking the name of Allah, you will get a giant reward from Allah for doing something as fun as making a little boat. So while we're coloring our boat in, let's make the dhikr of Allah. Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. Look, children, I've colored in the first part. I'm going to flip it over now, and I'm going to color the other side. While I'm coloring the other side, let's make another dhikr of Allah. I think this time we must say Allahu Akbar. Let's say it together. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. How's your coloring going? Are you enjoying it, Muaz?
She
MashaAllah. What color are you using?
yellow.
A yellow. Wow. And is your whole boat going to be yellow or is it just the section?
The section
Is it just that section? And the others? What color are you going to
I'm
make
going to
them?
make the other one orange.
Orange and yellow, mashallah. I'm making the entire boat blue. Children at home, what color are you going to make your boat? I can't wait to see yours too. What dhikr were we making? Do you remember? What were we saying? We were saying Allahu Akbar.
But
So while I'm finishing up, let's say Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Now children, I've done coloring in. I've done both sides of the rectangle, now blue. You can make yours any color you'd like. You can use stickers, you can use stars, you can use glitter too. You can use the special paper that's all shiny. I'm sure that one will be able to go in water too. Let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, I'll show you the next step that Muaz showed us. Stay tuned. Welcome back, children. We've been making a little boat with Muaz in studio. Muaz, do you remember the school name now?
Roshni Primer.
Roshni Primary,
School.
mashallah. Now you remember your school name. I'm sure your entire school and your teachers and friends are watching too. Are they watching? Yes, inshallah. I'm going to tell them to watch. Now, before the break, we started making a boat. In fact, not one, but we've been making two. Little Muaz, what color did you use for your boat?
Yellow.
Yellow, and what other color?
Orange.
And orange. Children, do you remember the little boat that Muaz made? The yellow and orange one? Now I want to make one too. I started off by taking a piece of paper and cutting it into the shape of a square. We then took our colors and we colored in both sides after folding it in half in the shape of a rectangle. Now what's the next thing we need to do? Do you remember? Let's do it together. We're then going to take our rectangle and fold it in half again. This will make a square. Look, children, I've taken my rectangle, folded it in half, and I've made a square. The next thing we're going to do now is to take our square and fold it into little triangles. Look closely. I'll go slowly, but you can do it at home with me. We're going to take our one side that has a flap and fold it over just like that. We had our square. We took the flap, folded it over and pressed it flat. Then we're going to flip it over. Can you see the 3 extra pieces? We're going to fold this over too and press it flat. Now we have a triangle. What's the next thing we're going to do now? The next thing we're going to do is color both sides. I want to use a different color this time. I think I'm going to use a purple. Muaz, should I use a purple? Should I use the purple? Yes, inshallah. And what dhikr are we going to make while we color this one in? What should we say? What should we say? I think we should say Astaghfirullah. Let's say it together. Astaghfirullah. 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 Children, while coloring your triangle, what dhikr are you making? Don't forget to send us a message. I can't wait to hear from you. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Let's flip it over and color the other side now. Astaghfirullah. 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 Muaz, are you done coloring yours?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to be done coloring in mine so that we can take our little boats out. Where are we going to put our boats? Can you tell me?
In the water.
Are we going to put it in the water? Do you think it's going to sail or do you think it's going to sink?
Sink.
I think it's going to sink too because it's made of paper. But if we make it out of something stronger, it might just sail, isn't it?
Okay.
Yes, inshallah. Now children, we folded our little triangles, but look, inside. Can you see this opening? What happens if I fold the two ends together? Look closer. Come on. I had a triangle. What did I do next? I took my triangle, I opened it up, just like that, and folded the two opposite ends together. Then I'm going to press it flat. Can you see how we pressed it flat? Just like that. Then we're going to press it and hold it and flip it over. Why did we flip it over? Why did we flip it over?
Pull the two sides.
To pull the two sides. Look, children, we have two sides that can now open up. If we pull it, it opens up. Alhamdulillah. Let's go back one more step and do that piece again. We had our little triangle. Look closer. We flipped it over. We then found the little openings on top. And we pulled and pulled and pulled until it opened up. We then pulled it a little more and pressed it down flat. And that made our wonderful little boat. Children, mine is purple and blue. Muaz did it orange and yellow. What color is yours? I'd love to see it and go sailing with you. But unfortunately, we've come to the end of another show. Don't worry, we'll be back again soon. Don't forget to send us a message. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Muaz, would you like to tell us the number?
T.
Okay, go ahead.
065 863 1440.
MashaAllah. Children, we'll be back again real soon, inshallah. Until next time, fi amanillah, ma'as salama.